Varsity Club, welcome back to another classic. First things first, we talked about in the last episode, but the acquisition of Joe Burrow was great. Well, we have to sign him to a long-term contract. And let's just say that contract is going to be crazy expensive. We're looking at 5 years, 17.6 mil, 11.95 million for the signing bonus per year, which puts it at $148 million. That's a lot of money, but I think Burrow's worth it. Now, we do have a ton of cap room, so I'm going to actually increase this to be 17.9 and just an even 12 mil to put us 149 mil and some change. I think, again, this is a more than fair offer. We're showing him some good faith that we want him to be here, and we have 86 mil in cap space, so honestly, this should be fine. We're just going to cross our fingers that he accepts.
Oh, let's go! That's class!
I got him! Everything's good. We have now locked up our franchise QB for 5 years. His dev trait's only a star, but I think we'll get him back to a superstar and hopefully higher in the not so distant future. And we look at who we have to sign for the rest of the year. We have JC Treader, who obviously we want to try to keep for another year or two. We have Alex Kappa, who should be pretty important for us at our right guard spot. Then it's Bradley Roby, who we probably let go, especially if Jalen Reese starts turning out to be really, really good. Titus Howard, Blacklock, Fairburn. I mean, a lot of these guys are sort of inconsequential, so I don't really care about signing them as much as I do a Joe Burrow. Now, something I also realized is that we were actually only at 4 corners instead of 5, and we want to have 5 just for the added depth in case one of these guys is injured or these guys are tired. I don't want them out there getting burned for no reason. So Jordan Lewis is a free agent right now, 5'10", 195, 20 years of age, went to Michigan, but still, we can get him at a pretty cheap deal, about 3.15 mil. So our cap space went from 80 some mil to 32 mil, but again, we need an extra CB. This makes a lot of sense. We're gonna go ahead and sign Jordan Lewis to our team. And with that, we do have to cut one player, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut Antoine Quinn. Look, he's great, but we have a lot of really talented players above him. We're gonna cut him, save a little bit of money, and make sure we have enough space for that corner to join our team. This week, though, we face the Rams, who are still really, really talented. Aaron Donald, Jalen Ramsey, 299 overalls on the same team. They're insane. Outside of those guys, offensively, they're a little bit inept. I mean, they have Sam Darnold as their starting quarterback with Mason Rudolph as their backup, which is never good. Heineke behind them at a 62 overall. They're not looking very good there. Cam Akers, the halfback, is still obviously very good with Darrell Henderson backing him up. And then a receiver, you see they have Cooper Kupp, who's now 30 and regressing a little bit because Sam Darnold's throwing him the ball. I'd probably be regressing too. Robert Woods getting up there in age. Andy Isabella, Darnell Riddick, the rookie out of Wisconsin, and then Tutu Atwell. They are not very good at receiver, other than, again, Cooper Kupp and Robert Woods are still good, but they're on the down slope. This is a team that I think we can beat. We just got a pretty guy we can work over their defense. For this series, we went ahead and added a minute per quarter just because we felt like we weren't really getting enough opportunities to both run and pass as much as we kind of wanted to. While we don't play every single game of an entire season, yes, we're going to simulate something like we do every single year. I want to make sure that our guys can at least have an opportunity for fairly good stats. Roll back here with the man in motion. Got a couple guys moving. Who else to see but Percy Battle, who's out here ready to get things going. He's going to pick up big yards moving down to the 43. Our company feeling pretty good. We just got to make sure we get rid of that ball quickly and don't let that pass rush get to us, and don't throw it towards Jalen Ramsey, who again is a stud in his own right. Burrow's out here scrambling, throws one. It's a little dicey, and Miller's going to catch it. Miller is stretching down the field, goes out of bounds, but what a big play. We're down to the 19 now. When the passing game's looking that good, you got to imagine the running game should be opened up a little bit more. They got looks like a 2 or 3 man front. We're gonna go up the middle. Aaron Donald nearly gets him. We pick up 3. If you don't remember, Gooden didn't really have the best start to the season. It was sort of a forgetful performance, about 52 yards, about 15 to 16 carries. We want to see more from him, and look at that. That's much better right now. Getting to the second level and getting that first down. First and goal for Burrow and company. Burrow's feeling a little bit of pressure. He's going to start scrambling. Burrow's got the edge, and Joe Burrow is in the end zone for back-to-back weeks with a rushing touchdown for Burrow. You love to see it. This Rams defense is good, but they're just not as good as they were a couple of seasons ago when in real life they went all in and tried to make sure they got every possible chance they could at a Super Bowl. Well, this is not looking like that same team. A lot of their core guys are older. A lot of their guys on defense have either retired or left the team for other stuff, and they lost their franchise quarterback in Matt Stafford. So they are really just trying to figure out what their identity is right now. That's honestly good news for us, because anytime that we're facing Sam Darnold as starting QB, I feel really good about our chances. We're going deep here. We got Jackson on him. And Robert Woods, still good for an old guy. See what we got here. They're feeling pretty good. I mean, that was a really good pass by Darnold, so maybe we shouldn't be talking trash about him. Yeah, the halfback out of the backfield wide open. Darnold doesn't see him though, and Cooper Kupp does get a first down after 10. First down again. LA's feeling much better about how they're playing right now. Trying to get Camp out of the edge. He kind of gets him in, and Desmond King cleans him up for a gain of nothing. Second and 9, we're going to play the pass here. Cam Akers. It's like a play action fake. No, they actually run with it, though, and Jordan Poyer cleans that up for a gain of 1. This is the big down for us right here. Third down. Trying to get a stop. He desperately needs to make sure they don't get that one, and look at that. Big fellas across the middle. Make sure it doesn't happen. A field goal should be coming up. We're going to line up their kicker on the right hash line here. Trying to cut the lead to 4. This one is up. This one is close. And it's actually good. I thought they weren't going to make that one. Didn't really have a lot of distance on it. I don't know if Myers is just fresh out of kicking in high school or what happened, but barely made it. Burrow and company ready to get things going. He's going under center here to start out this last drive here, the first quarter, more than likely. Pass out of the sideline. We'll take DK Metcalf, grabbing that one for about 8. Every time I've guessed yardage, we've been off by like a yard or 2. So maybe I should stop doing that. We ended up getting 7 on that play. And with the run up the middle here, Gooden looking great on that play. He goes for another double-digit gain. Second quarter's here. Burrow is going to send his man in motion. The halfback's going to go out to the right-hand side. Should be clean here. The Rams are not getting a lot of pass rush, though. They're staying in. Looks like, oh, look at Battle. Breaking the tackle. We'll take that. It looks like the Rams are running a lot of zone or match zone. They're not really doing a lot of man coverage, which we thought they'd be doing, especially with Jalen Ramsey still being one of the top corners in the game, but it hasn't been that way. But speaking of top, Gooden's looking like the old Gooden from last year. It really feels like we've done a good job just figuring out what our strengths are and sticking to it right now. Short passing games, good runs. It's all looking good. And they're blitzing across the middle, and Battle goes for another gain of double digits here to the 35. Burrow. Yeah, celebrate that contract, young fella. You earned it. DK in motion here. Got a couple of guys going deep. Battle being the main one. Burrow's going to roll out. They actually had perfect zone coverage on this one. Burrow's going to keep it moving. He's going to get out of bounds, and smartly, we're going to just not chuck it deep downfield. We don't need to right now. Second down, 7 yards to go. Justice Hill out of the backfield. The backup running back's going to pick up a solid gain of 3. Third down, 4 yards to go. We're in field goal range, which is perfectly fine by us, but we want a touchdown. We don't want a field goal here. Getting the ball to Gooden. Gooden lost a lot of momentum on that, but still looks great after that spin move. That is the rookie of the year, Kasim Gooden there, looking like his old self. After week 1, we were a little nervous, but all the downs are erased right now. After that wild run after the catch, we're going right back to him on this play again. Gooden looking to find some room. Got some opportunities here. Bowls over a guy, and we pick up 6 more yards. Kind of making him think we're going for a run here in 2nd and 4. Burrow's under center. Didn't bite entirely, but we got our guy across the middle, and DK Metcalf, another big catch for him. This time a touchdown. And after last week where he wasn't super happy, week 2 is looking a whole lot better for him right now. The offense is looking great. Our defense has also looked honestly pretty good so far this season. We're going to keep the pressure on right now. With a blitz styled up, Darnold panics a little bit, gets underneath, and we get the tackle by Jackson. We're going to switch to a little bit of zone coverage here. We're going to play the pass again. Darnold again, looking for his underneath stuff. Got a couple of those routes pretty much chalked up. He's going deep. Jalen Reese is back there. He misjudges it a little bit, and Reese gives up a big play. I thought he had the pick. He misjudged it, thought it was a little underthrown, but it wasn't, and give up a big gain down to the 13. 79 yards through the air. An absolute heater. No disrespect there. Sam Darnold, you're torching us through the air right now. Not what we want to see, but Jackson gets another tackle here as Robert Woods picks one up to the 8. Playing for the pass. Darnold's the only guy in the backfield. 2-minute warning is here. Neil Watch in the middle. Darnold though gets hit by Spiegel, and Spiegel gets a big sack, dropping for a loss of 15. Josh Spiegel's such an important part of this defense, man. You love seeing him absolutely dominate. 3rd and 19 now. LA knows they need something to go for a little pass out of the backfield, and we immediately wrap that one up with JC Jackson. Now to keep them from running out the clock, we're going to go ahead and call a timeout there. So with 2 timeouts left, they're kicking the ball at the 22-yard line to try to get this lead. Cut to 8. The kick is up. This one is way better than the first one they kicked, and the Rams have cut the lead. We got the ball at the minute 17. We got to kind of be a little Chuck happy, if you ask me, but still, there's a good opportunity. Hello? What? I mean, hello? How did he? I have no words. I'm going to chalk that up to a miracle. I don't know what Rams fan just asked Jesus Cristo to help him out there, but it worked. Here we are fighting for our lives right now. Keanu Neal gets a nice hit on Sam Darnold, but they still get it down to the 1. Back in the goal, 1-yard line. Darnold under the center. Got to imagine the runs coming here. They go to the fullback, and Lopez gets a big stop at the 1. Rams are going to line up here again. We got our big fellas up the middle ready to go. Darnold making a quick adjustment on 3rd and goal. Pinches his guy in a little bit. They throw, and that one is hit. Johnson Jr., who we hated last season, comes up with a big play. And the Rams are really feeling different right now. I mean, these dudes are going for it 4th and goal from the 1. No timeouts left. We're trying to get some guys back there, and I think Jalen Phillips gets a stop. It's our ball. Burrow's coming back out after what was a fluke, in my opinion. We're good again. It's always scary having your back to the wall like this when they have Aaron Donald on the front line, but I think we can go ahead and get some yards here. Speaking of, I think, look at our guy Gooden. Nice play. Run a little bit of a hurry up here. Burrow's going to scramble. He's got his guy. He throws a deep one. Tanya's wide open, and Tanya's going to pick it up. We're going to call our second timeout here with 30 seconds left. What a play by Burrow and Tanya. Love to see just a ridiculous throw like that. That's going to put us in a really good spot. Now we just got to at least get in field goal range. This touchdown obviously is a little bit better, but field goal range I'm not mad at. Burrow's going to unleash one. He is DK Metcalf back there who goes up, but unfortunately drops it. We're going to switch things up a little bit. No DK in this game, or this play. He's a little bit tired. Burrow scrambling out. He's got to go.
Another one.
Do that right to him. We saw him. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. JC Treader. By the time we saw him, it was significantly too late. The Rams are probably going to go for 2 here. In a pretty odd call, they don't go for 2. They're going to go for 1, which feels like it might come back to bite them, or maybe us. I don't know. We'll figure that one out. We're going into halftime with some mistakes that we obviously could have prevented. The interception, a dumb play. The fumble type thing, a fluke. I feel like our team is still in a really good spot. We just have to play a whole lot better.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Toronto Bart, and I'm back in the building. I don't know who told him to, but Coach GoodGameBro is absolute trash. What are these play calls? We just signed Joe Burrow, the greatest quarterback of all time, to a 5-year, $1 billion contract, and he's already ruining him. What kind of imbecile do you have to be to ruin Joseph Burrow? Really? I didn't move from the city of Houston, the city of lowriders, all the way to Toronto, where they have nothing. They have good food, but I didn't move here unless we had a football team. And this football team is being ruined by one man. If he ruins Joseph Burrow, I'm fighting him on his front lawn. I'm out of here.
Gotta admit, that halftime was a lot of time for reflection, you know? Some people were watching a viral video of some weirdo wearing glasses and a wig, but, you know, me, I'm just hunkering down and trying to figure out what went wrong. And look, I talked to Burrow. I said, look, we just got to minimize our mistakes. Get rid of the ball early if you have to. Don't throw it if you see guys in double coverage. We just can't risk that right now. We need to win this game and start out 2-0. It's important. I heard someone mention something about fighting a dude in the front lawn. I don't know. Honestly, I took Taekwondo in like 6th grade and I got a picture somewhere that I won't show anybody, but these hands are certified. E for everyone. Pick up the fumble. What are we doing? Great play. We didn't pick up the fumble, but you know what? These hands are still E for everybody. The defense came to play there to start the second half, and I love that. Our defensive coordinator, we told him, look, we need this right now, okay? We need this right now, and they did the thing. They did it. But I think the bigger story is we've lost all momentum. Like, literally all the momentum is completely gone for our team, so we have to generate it back. Burrow's dropping back here. Burrow's feeling the pressure. We're just going to take the sack. We had a guy wide open and wide, but we just couldn't get rid of it in time, and Aaron Donald with his second sack of the game. 3rd down and 17, and it's honestly too many yards. I don't even want to see this many yards ever again. DK's going deep, battle across the middle. Miller out there in the edge too. Oh, we got him. This man is leaking out behind the defense, and Battle is going to possibly the ankles. Broken ankles. I'll take the first down. Percy Battle is an absolute weapon on the field. 4 for 93 so far today. Should have had a touchdown there, but we just needed one more block. Doesn't matter though. Kasim Gooden says, excuse me, I got places to be, and that is in the end zone. We will take that touchdown to recertify. Words are hard. That we're the better team. That is a strong offensive lineman. Don't hurt your back. Don't hurt your back. Love what I saw there on the defensive side. Love what I saw on the offensive side. This feels like a much better start to the half than we could have had. And thanks to Sam Darnold, we're not giving up a big play there either. We're trying to bring a little bit of pressure here this second half. We saw a couple of things at film that says that Darnold really can't handle pressure at this stage of his career. So we're bringing it every time. Well, maybe not every time because that would be a little crazy, but we are going to be bringing a lot more pressure than we have been before. Playing the pass here. Trying to get Spiegel off the edge. He absolutely got it. Justin Reed says, excuse me, I'm trying to make a house call, but they said not today. Not today. What a pick by the veteran back there. Oh, they're doing a booth review? No shot. They think that wasn't a pick? A little home cooking here? There's no shot that's not a pick. One more look at it. Nah, we're Gucci. That was coming back to us. We're good. I like where we are now. At the 29-yard line, the defense is stepping up. Yes, we had our issues in the first half, but the second half is starting to be a whole lot better for your boy. We're looking better. So a solid amount of rushes so far. I feel like we're getting a much more balanced offense than we had last week. Jumping out here to the running back. He's going to try to break a tackle. He does. He can't get past the second tackle, but still he picks up a chunk. Burrow's got to feel good, man. He's playing so good right now. Little curl route here, right to DK, who sits on that route, and we get a nice play inside the 20. But now Morgan Moses, the guy that we brought in to play right tackle, because our right tackle actually is trash, just goes down with an injury. So with that being said, we got to be a little worried about what we have on the right side of the ball. First down again. I mean, are y'all going to cover Percy Battle? Man is like, Jesus Christ, he just killed him, man. He's unguardable. Morgan Moses, though, as giant of a human being as he has, just had muscle cramps. So we're going to keep him in the game. He'll be back on the next drive and we'll be fine. What's crazy to me is Percy Battle was drafted by the 49ers. He sat in their bench, only had 7 catches his rookie year, and he has more than probably double that already for us. In 2 games. It's an old cliche saying, but one man's trash is another man's treasure, and Percy Battle has been an absolute treasure for our team. He has changed the face of our squad more than DK Metcalf. DK Metcalf is great, don't get me wrong. He's a lot better in those deep routes, but Percy Battle is that guy. Look at Blacklock getting involved in the sack party. 3rd and 12. I want to make sure that Darnold has to make a quick decision here. We're bringing a lot of people. The offensive line can handle it. Darnold throws it off his back foot. We are getting absolutely torched. Robert Woods looking old but crafty. No shot. They just called pass interference on that.
I don't like where this is going.
I don't agree with that call at all. That's an insane play because it cost us 50+ yards. What the ref decided there was to make us pay 57 yards for what was not pass interference, in my opinion. Spiegel, we're sending it after him. He throws it out of bounds, and Darnold, we hate you. If we had a blitz dialed up off the right edge there, it's an insane play. Darnold is absolutely going to get sacked on that play, but instead he throws it away because, you know, it was a good decision, but I hate it. Robert Woods again, making us pay, picks up 10. All right, here we go, 30 inches. They actually didn't give him the first down. Playing for the run, they go for it. Camp's going to miss that one, but Phillips is going to clean that one up. We're again bringing a little bit of pressure here, see if we can make him uncomfortable. Would love to get a turnover here. Instead, they're going to maybe get a touchdown. I think Higbee's down below 1 yard. Not exactly feeling good about this one. We're going to blitz right up the middle and just kind of pray that we get a stop. We brought the house. It did not matter. Not exactly ideal. I'm going to be honest. I didn't love how our defense played there, but really I think it's the penalty on JC Jackson, which I don't necessarily agree with, is what really turned the tide for us. But look at Kasim Gooden pick up more yards. Love what he got there. See if the offensive line can keep blocking for him. And Gooden trying to stretch it. He's going to try to move his way through it. He gets another first down, picking up 7 on that carry. Here in the 4th quarter, Gooden's approaching a hundo. Don't know if he's going to quite get there, but he's still having a great game, in my opinion. Got Ramsey covering Battle right now is what it looks like. Oh, they're actually in zone coverage, so we should be fine. Burrow's going to stretch his legs a little bit. I'm going to get him out of bounds because, oh, that's a late hit, ref. You got to call that. If they're going to call that bogus play earlier on JC Jackson, you have to call that play right there. Show some respect from our quarterback who's out here just getting lit up for no reason. It's a penalty. Props to the offensive line, though. We got a really close game here. They're blocking really well for Kasim Gooden. See if they can keep it up. Gooden again can't quite find what he needs there, but 4 is going to be better than nothing. But it still seems pretty refreshed. We're running right at Aaron Donald this time, which could be a recipe for disaster. We'll see if the line can hold up, and they do. Gooden powers through again. This man is chugging 8 yards away from a hundo now. Okay, Gooden looks absolutely gassed. This man is breathing in a way that I haven't seen him breathe in a long time, so we're going to give him a second to chill. We're actually going to streak DK Metcalf on this one. We're switching up our play calling a little bit. DK goes up and gets one down the middle of the field, and we pick up a whole lot of yards. We haven't really tried anything majorly deep down the field, but the few times we have, it's been towards DK Metcalf more often than not. Good to those will get met at the line of scrimmage here, only picks up 1. We see an injury to the Rams this time to Lewis, who's a big player for them. 2nd and 9. Again, we're not trying to be too one-dimensional here. We're going to put Tanya on a streak route. Linebackers do cover him. Burrow actually had Percy Battle, I think, on that one. He sees Tanya. Tanya grabs it, and I don't know if he was in, but the refs aren't challenging us, so I'm going to chill. They are not going to challenge that play. I mean, look, ask me as much as you want. I do not think he actually got in, but again, I'm not mad at how they decided to call that one. We're rotating. He's got his guy in DK. DK's going to catch it. Gets hit hard, but he's going to hold on to that one. DK Metcalf's 2nd receiving touchdown of the game, and now all the pressure is on the Rams. We have a 15-point game right now, which means the Rams have to score a touchdown twice and get a 2-point conversion if they want to even tie this game up. Trying to get a little bit of pressure on Darnold again. Not really looking great there. We're going to see Higbee absolutely torch Jalen Reese. Young fella, you're making me a little nervous now. We're going to switch a little bit more to zone coverage. Again, Reese is a high pick, the #2 overall pick for us. Highly touted, had an interception in the first week, but getting torched by a tight end, not really in the cards if you ask me. I mean, can Darnold have more time out there? We're giving Sam Darnold 6 hours to throw the football, and then he hits Cooper Kupp, who then stays up and gets down to almost the red zone. Give the Rams props. They are not giving up right now. They're staying in contention and making this difficult on our team. They go out here to the sidelines. It's going to be a little quick grab, but nothing major. I'm going to bump Reese a little bit off the line so you can have a little bit more room to hopefully not get burnt by Higbee yet again. And he's a rookie. That technique has some work, but I think he can still be a stud. Now we get to Darnold, but he throws one away to Reese's side and it goes out of bounds. Playing for the pass, 3rd and 7. We're going to try to get some edge pressure here from Spiegel. He's got the edge. He comes back in. He hits Darnold. That was thrown deep to Robert Woods, who mosses Jordan Poyer. The Rams are still in this game. This game is coming down to the wire. It's an 8-point game now. Minute 44 left. Let's see what the Rams defense can do if they can hold up their end of the bargain. But right now, it's looking like they're bringing it. A nice carry by Gooden. Should be pretty close to a hundo now, but we need to get this W. We need him to get some first downs here and ultimately put this game away, but that makes things a lot more complicated. 3rd down to 7. The likelihood of getting a first down is not super high, but we want to try to make sure we make them force to use all their timeouts so we can make sure that their time on offense is a whole lot more difficult, and that one doesn't go very far, but all their timeouts are gone. We had a great punt, though. It puts them down here inside the 18. I trust our defense to get the job done. I know that we've had some lapses, especially in the safety area, but I trust our defense. They can lock them up. Going to send a little bit of zone coverage here. Not really putting much pressure on Darnold, but I got a feeling we might have to blitz here soon. Darnold doing the most. I feel like he's going to go deep and burn us. I'm kind of scared. We're going to send some guys at him. We got some guys there in his Spiegel. Thank God. It took forever, but we got a guy to him. 2nd sack of the game. 3rd down to 17 now. They go with the hurry up because they need this, right? They're going deep. We got multiple guys there. King and company. That one's tipped. That would have been a nightmare. I don't know if that was Robert Woods or whoever that was deep, but he nearly caught the tip pass and scored the touchdown to give them an opportunity to tie this up. They're going deep, though. We got J.C. Jackson, who's got called for pass interference earlier and gets mossed by Robert Woods again. Robert Woods is single-handedly killing us right now. It's not Kupp. It's literally that guy. But look, a big hit. A man who's going to get the sack. Josh Spiegel's going to pick up the fumble. We are going to walk into the end zone completely untouched with Spiegel. Show a little bit of swagger out there. I like it. I like it a lot. A crazy way to end this game. And we're going to walk out of here with a much-needed W. I don't know how. The defense came up big. I trusted our defense, and look at what they did. Forced the fumble, picked it up, ran into the end zone. Josh Spiegel destroyed it on defense. Our corners and our safeties, they got some laps and some drills to be doing in practice. That was not a good performance by them at all. After the game, we can see Burrow, 16 of 18, 262, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. Again, the interception, we'll look past that because overall, he was really good. Sam Darnold, much better than I thought. 260 in the air, 1 touchdown, 1 pick. He kept his team in the game today. On the ground, Kasim Good was 3 yards away from getting 100 today, which we won. I would have loved to have seen him cross it, but still, his production, fantastic. Got that touchdown. Cam Akers, we held to 8 yards on 9 carries. Burrow had 3 for 17 in the touchdown, and Michael Burton ran once, but we stopped that man on the goal line. In the air, Robert Woods had a career game, 9 for 175, 1 touchdown. I mean, the dude didn't drop a single pass. He was anywhere and everywhere that a ball was floated up. We got to do better. DK Metcalf answered back with 5 grabs for 47 yards and 2 touchdowns. Percy Battle 5 for 106 and a touchdown. Kasim Gooden got involved. Some other guys were inconsequential. Talion again had some big catches, but we forced one of him that really was not great. But look, we locked up Cooper Kupp, 2 for 31 against one of the best, if not the best receiver in the league right now. It's a W in my book. Defensively, J.C. Jackson was doing a lot, and it just wasn't good. Yes, he had 6 tackles today and led us, but the mistakes he made were just dumb. He has got to play better. The pass interference call, whether you like it or not, was called on him. The multiple passes that he gave up for major yardage and touchdowns, not good at all. We need more from him. I will say, though, Spiegel played well, 2 sacks. We see Max Crosby get a sack, and we also see Ross Blacklock get 1. Interceptions, we only had 1 again by Justin Reed, and it was a fantastic one in my opinion. One of our captains on defense stepped up big. A weird game, a fun game, and a wild game sometimes, but still, we got a W, and a lot of our guys looked really good. We have some work to do in the secondary. I think we have the right guys. It's just Maybe our scheme is not exactly the best right now. We'll go to the drawing board and we'll work on that a little bit, but still, starting the year 2-0 with our franchise guys and having the majority of our team be not injured and safe and healthy, it's a W again. Be safe, be smart, tell somebody you love them. Catch you guys on the next one.